Hey guys, I'm Tim with Original Strength, and this week I wanted to talk to you about how to restore or rebuild your squat. And squatting is really a position and a movement that we're designed to have throughout our lives. And it's a really important position because it allows you to live your life better. And it may be that you want to be able to get down on the floor and play with your grandkids, or you may find yourself out in the woods one day and you just gotta go. Or you could even find yourself having to use a porta potty, but you just don't want to sit in the porta potty or touch anything in the porta potty. Anyway, squatting gives you a lot of advantages in your life, and it's a great way to rest. It's a great way to help ensure that your knees and your hips are moving well, and that the cartilage in your knees and your hips are getting the movement and the nutrition that they need. But as life happens, some of us just can't get here. So I'm just going to try to show you some things that you can do to help rebuild your squat. And the first one is, we're just gonna lie like this. And you can see, this is a squat. I'm just laying down on my back, but I'm still in a squat. Now, if you can't get here, maybe you can get here. And if you can't get here, that's okay too. We wanna meet our body where it's at. Maybe we just hang out here, one leg at a time. And we just hang out here and breathe. And you can restore your squat with just a little bit of patience and a little bit of gentle persistence. Don't be aggressive, but be persistent and be gentle in your squat restoration. But it might be that we hang out here and we just breathe for a few minutes every day. And if we're easily able to do this, again, then we can move to here and we can just breathe. Breathing is the movement that just makes everything about your life and how you move better. And once we're good here, we can encourage more of our body to follow along and restore our squat by tucking our chin and raising our head and just hanging out and breathing here. And it might be that you do this for 1 or 2 minutes, as much as your neck strength will allow. But we're putting our neck in flexion, and when our head and neck go into flexion, it encourages the rest of our body to go into flexion, even dorsiflexion. So we can hang out here. And now that you'll see that this is a nice, tight squat. Something else we can do here to strengthen our anterior chain, which is very important for being able to squat, is we can rock in the squat. Like that. Now, that's step one. Let's say we can do all of that. Great. Then we can hang out here, as you can see. Still a squat. It's actually the same position I was just in, just flipped over. We can hang out here and breathe. And we can also explore this position by, can we get wider, a little comfortabler, or uncomfortable, but wider? Depends on who you are. And we can just hang out and breathe. We can also rock back and forth to try to encourage our hips and our growing muscles to be a little more pliable. Once we get there, we can come to here. This is a squat. And we can rock back and forth here. Or if we feel like a little tighter restricted here, we just hang out and breathe. And we try to see if our breath and our exhalation can help us find more mobility. But anyway, this is just a rocking squat. And if we're good here, and again, this is a process. Like, these are just all things that you would explore and visit daily or regularly to try to rediscover and rebuild your squat. But if we're good here in plantar flexion with laces down, laces out, we can go to dorsiflexion and do the same thing. We can just hang out and breathe. We can do head nods. Again, flexion helps encourage the body to go into flexion. We can rock back and forth. We can even go one leg at a time and work on one side at a time, just like we did in the beginning when we were on our back. Just hang out and breathe, or we can rock and really exploring. We can practice rocking back and going into our squat and coming out of it. We can rock back and forth. We can crawl back into our squat and come out of it. It's a great way to help you find and restore your squat. And then last, if we get that far, and you will, we just get here and we hang out and we learn how to breathe into our squat. And again, we can We can read a book, you can play a video game, or you can just put your neck into flexion and breathe. But ultimately, we want to be able to go anywhere with our neck and our head and still be able to maintain the squat. If dorsiflexion or your ankle mobility is an issue, you can also practice sitting in the squat with your heels elevated, and that's okay. You want to meet your body where you're at. But just getting here and being used to being here, and you may have to hold on to something. You may have to hold on to a door jamb or a very sturdy friend to allow you to sit down and relax here so that you can breathe. But if you spend enough time and you show up enough, just like you did when you were a child, if you show up every day, you can gently coax your body into rediscovering its squat and being comfortable in the squat. All right, kids, that's my tip for this week, how to rebuild and restore your squat. I hope this helps, and we'll see you next time.